Andersonville, a camp dreaded for its 29% death rate.
Yeah, I survived Andersonville Prison Camp. See, you leave, but your heart never does. See, at Andersonville, things are intense.
It began in Georgia after the Union soldiers had been keeping prisoners of war. It was founded in February of 1864, a camp for captured Union soldiers. About 13,000 died in this camp.
Many of us didn't have tents. Many of us didn't even have clothes.
Though many Confederate soldiers were horrible to them, some befriended them.
There was one moment I will never forget. A Confederate guard passes me, throws me an apple while I crawl on the ground begging for my life. Without that act of kindness, I wouldn't still be here. I'd be dead. Probably.
All 45,000 who came here were underfed and full of disease.
To keep ourselves warm, we'd wrap ourselves in the tents. We'd really have to wrap the sick in the canvas, but we all got sick at some point. Deadly sick. Including the guards.
A disease called hookworm caused the majority of deaths there. This disease was not known during the Civil War.
The prison camp itself was right next to a forest, but we could never get enough wood to start a good fire to cook the food. One time, I saw a rabbit, and I chased it as the sun went into the ground 3 times. Until it got away. And then I realized I was really hungry and tired.
But disease and guards weren't all that the prisoners had to deal with. There was a group of men who called themselves the Andersonville Raiders.
I remember them. See them coming in the night and steal our belongings, our food, our clothes, our jewelry. The only thing we really had to ourselves. Everything we already had little of. And then came a savior.
A man named Peter Big Pete Aubrey organized a group called the Regulators and caught all of the raiders. The raiders were tried in front of a judge.
Yeah, Big Pete saved us. I'm the judge. Who's one of the regulators?
The judge found the raiders guilty. Some of the punishments included running the gauntlet, being sent to the stocks, ball and chained, and 6 of them were hung.
Although it was 16.5 acres across, we were all packed together in a pack.
The shape of the camp was a rectangle with entrances at the north and south side. There was a light fence that was 19 feet. The wall was placed here to keep the prisoners from escaping. Anyone who crossed or touched the fence was shot without question.
Yeah, I remember the fence. We all called it the deadline though, because anyone foolish enough to go there was shot immediately.
Fences like these were used all over during the Civil War. In the late summer of 1864, the Confederates made an offer to release the prisoners if the Union sent ships to retrieve them. By that fall, after the capture of Atlanta, the prisoners were moved to different camps. Finally, the prisoners were returned back to Andersonville, where the conditions had improved until their release.
Yeah, I remember all the moving about. We were like animals in a circus. But it was worth it though, just to get out of there.
The release of Andersonville occurred after its capture in 1865. The military officials who ran the camp were tried in front of a court and ended up with conspiracy and murder charges. 1/3 of the prisoners here died. The horrors of Andersonville occurred right here in these 16.5 acres. Though 13,000 never returned, even those who did were never the same.